Welcome. This video is all about the issues I have with reminders, because although it is an excellent app for doing your tasks, that's what I use to manage all of my tasks currently, it's not perfect. There's a lot of things that Apple could improve for it. If you like this video, you can give me a thumbs up, all that YouTube stuff. But you can also get this course. You can find a link to it below on SkillShare. You go to curtismchale.ca/membership. You can get all my courses, curtismchale.ca/education, to choose a single course. Have an awesome day. While I really like Apple Reminders and it's all the task managers that I think most people need, it is not all sunshine and roses and unicorns prancing through fields. There are some serious lacking features in it that Apple needs to improve if you want it to really be a great task manager for more people. So one of the things is shortcuts. If we come into shortcuts, we'll add a new one and let's just choose Reminders as an app. Reminders, so we have some here. We can remove reminders, get details, edit reminder, find reminders, get upcoming, open reminders. Let's add a new one. Let's look at that one. So whereas we looked at good task earlier and we could choose to make a sub list, we can't actually here. You can see the way if I'm going to make a new reminder. So add reminder to inbox with no alert. And let's just give it a note. So now we have some information here for it, and I could add another reminder. And now I can add it as a parent or as a child, right? Child of new reminder. Add do the thing. Sub do the thing. So if I want to create a bunch of sub list items or subtasks, then I have to come through here and do all of that. Another big hole in the Apple Reminders is that I can't choose tags. So when I look through here, I get details of reminders or try to find tags in here. There is no way to do that. So open reminders list is kind of the closest. I come in here, but I can't actually open up my smart lists. So that's not helpful. So if I go into reminders, right here, you can see I have a hardware smart list that shows me all the hardware tasks across all of my projects that are ongoing. But I can't actually open that list from here, which means I can't use a personal automation based on location like I have done with Things 3. Before to actually open up this list when I get to the hardware store to remind me about it. So you just can't do it. And why can't you? It's a list. It's right there, Apple. We should be able to open up smart lists in shortcuts via, in reminders via shortcuts. Another thing we're missing here is with Ventura, iOS 16, is focus filters. So if I go to system settings and we can just search for focus. And if I come into my recording setting, click on that, add filter. So this would allow me to, in agenda or calendar or drafts, mail, so I can actually come in here and choose which inboxes I want to see. I only have one on mail because I don't really use it. Or in calendar, filter which calendar sets I want to see at a certain time. So if I'm in a recording filter or if I'm in, say, a work mode, I only want to see my work calendar items. I'd love to be able to see that with reminders as well, so we can see only the work lists for our tasks instead of seeing everything, because that can be overwhelming if you're splitting up your stuff between, say, work and home and you use the focus features. We should have this. Why don't we? Another thing is projects. So if I was to come in here and have any project, say home, I can't actually resolve the project. I could come in here and delete it. And what that's going to do is delete any tasks that are completed as well. So we have a smart view of completed. So show smart list, completed. I would remove any completed task in here. In a project out of this completed list. Now, if you use this is a big deal. I know some people really love the completed list. They do, track stuff. They look at it at the end of the day. They take notes on it. I never use this, so it's not a big deal to me. But if this is a big deal to you, if you like to see what you've completed, you can't resolve lists. You just delete them and then all the tasks are gone. And ultimately for me, that's okay. May not be okay for you. So check that out. Understand how that works. Finally, keyboard commands are lacking. Yes, there are some. We can see them right here on Apple's site, macOS 13, Ventura. We can look through and, I have some Command-N, Shift-Command-N, right? We can do some indenting, which I've talked about. There are some here, but there needs to be more. There are things that I feel like I can't do when I'm working with reminders. I can't just navigate from the keyboard. I have to keep jumping back and forth to my mouse, to my trackpad, instead of being able to navigate the entire interface from my keyboard. I'd love to see more like this. Things 3 is probably the best app for keyboard shortcuts, especially on iPadOS, for your task manager. It is excellent. You can access everything all the time. They're all intuitive. Reminders needs to take a hint from Things 3 and improve its keyboard shortcuts. Now, despite these flaws, I still love Reminders. It is an excellent tool. It is all task manager that most people need and more, right? There's enough power in it to go just past the basic task management. When you're starting to need some power features, you can look at good tasks. It is an excellent task manager that I love. It is my task manager of choice right now. I don't need the scripting like OmniFocus. I don't need some collaboration, heavy collaboration features like you see in other tools. Reminders is excellent. It does exactly what I need, and I don't have to pay for it. 2 thumbs up for Reminders.